This conference will now be recorded.
Vinayak, don't start. We are just waiting for some time.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so last lecture, if you remember, like we started on the CPQ code template and we completed a couple of things. If you remember, if I'm not wrong, so we started discussing on these particular things, right? So we started discussing on code template object, then we discussed line, we created line columns, then we created template sections, and then template content. So all these columns, we build one of the PDF, right? So by using these 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, and the combination is if you connect your template content to your section is connected to your template. So whenever you go and generate document, you need to select your template. So whatever the templates you are creating, for example, for new business, you are creating one template, renewal business, you are creating another template. So those templates will be available for selection as here, right? So once you go to that code, for example, any code, and this is how it links. So that is very important. Object model is very important to understand. Otherwise, it's very difficult to understand these things, right? So if you go to the generate document here, right here, you need to select your language and your template. So whatever template you have, so we created this 9:30 your batch time template. So that template, once you select that template will link display all line columns, all sections, and sections are linked to your content. And then this is how we are displaying things. As part of these things, we discussed template, then template section, template content. So if you remember, we discussed HTML template content, which is basically used to add HTML code there. So you have this HTML template. Line items is basically used to display your products, right? Whatever the product you are adding on the code, those products can be displayed by using this standard sum. You don't need to add any code here, but we discussed last time. I have given the demo as well. Custom means here you can write your visual post pages, and that visual post pages will be displayed. Then template bottom and template top. So all these things we discuss. Only the thing pending is code terms, right? If I'm remembering correctly, is it correct, Nutan, Kanchana, or Mohit?
Yes, Rahul. So we covered basically all the template content except from the terms.
Code terms, correct. Yeah, I'm taking notes every time. That's the reason. Yeah, so code terms, like let's start. What is this code term template content, right? So when we are generating the document, right, we want to display some of the terms and conditions on your generator document. So terms and when you go to any shop and if you're purchasing laptop or anything, right, so you get some terms and conditions, your guarantee, what is the condition, what is warranty, what is your condition, what is the legal conditions, what will happen if you want to cancel that particular subscription, right? So all the terms and conditions we can display here. Right now I don't see any terms conditions here, right? But if you want to display those terms and conditions here, similar, we discussed how to display this top section, how to display this product table, and how to display bottom section. So we already discussed that. So I just want to discuss the last part, that is terms and conditions, how we can display terms and conditions. To display that, Salesforce CPQ provided separate object, that is code terms, right? We already have code templates, right? Template we discuss. On template we have multiple things, right? So I will open both the things here. So we have this code term object. I already created a few of the terms here, but I can explain you. So this is your template. Template, we don't have any term. Template, we have only template object is one of the object, then your line column is one of the object, and then sections, right? That's it. Similarly, we discuss here code template item section, but code terms is something different. How you will link this code term to your template, that we can discuss, but at least define your code terms. Code terms means you can write your code terms and conditions. So you can go to new, you can write your own term. So you can give the name as print order means how you want to display. For example, I have 10 terms to display based on your some other criteria or something, right? I can discuss like criteria as well. So based on that, you can display your print order. So you can see like if I have 10 terms here, I can display the print order 10, 20, 30, 40. So how your paragraph should be displayed. Terms means your paragraph. So you can make active uh, and then you can write your body here. You can see here. So here you can write your, for example, this is your cancellation policy, right? So you can write, you can bold this out, so you cannot cancel. So I'm just writing the text. This all text you should get from your business. You should not worry about this. You can bold it, whatever you want to do, you can do that, right? So you can write the all text here. There is no limit actually. So you can write whatever the text you have, and then you can save it. So I created this term, right? So there I added only this body. You can add multiple paragraphs here. It's not like that much, right? So once we have that, so how to link this code term to be displayed on your generated document? To link that this code term to your code template, Salesforce CPQ provided template content of type code term, right? And you need to create, that is the last template content that we need to discuss. So if you go to the template content, right? So on template content, if I click new, it's standard actually. You don't need to add any code or any configuration here. It's standard. So you can see we discuss HTML, line items, custom, template, bottom and section. So we need to select code terms now to display the code terms. So if I click new, you just need to give the name, your font size, font family and text color. That's it. You can save it, right? That's it. Similar to your line items, you need to create type of code terms. So I already created that. So I will show you that. So code term content. So this is the content I already created. So it's with the same name. Once we have this template content, right? You have code terms, you have template content, but how you can link this to this template? You need to link that particular content to your section. So what you need to do, go to template. Yeah, this is your terms and conditions section, right? So go to that terms and conditions section and attach your content with the type code terms. So you need to go attach your template content, code term content. Once you save that, now it's linking to each other. What we did, we go to the code template. When you select that template on the generated PDF, right? When you go and select your template, it will check for the sections. Section will go to your section will go to your content. So my content is saying my type is code terms. So automatically land to your code term screen, right? Your code term screen, this particular, sorry. It will go to automatically. Salesforce CPQ will understood this thing. So it will go to code terms and it will display these both the terms, right? If I generate now, I should see that term what I created, government terms and as well as cancellation policy. Both the paragraphs should be displayed there. And order is 4030. So government terms should be displayed first, right? You can see government terms are displayed and cancellation policies also displayed, right? So you can do anything now. You don't see any spacing between that. So you need to enter bit after that government terms. After one enter you need and then cancellation policy, you can do that. So what you need to do, you need to go to the government terms and add enter there. Enter means just add one enter here. So instead of that, just click shift enter, right? You can add two enters like automatically. This will, if you save that, if you generate again, you should see some space, right? So if you're adding space, it will display like this. If you're adding bold, it will display like this. This is that much simple. But there is one more thing I want to discuss. For example, I have these many code terms, two code terms, but I don't want to display one of the code terms. For example, I have criteria that cancellation policy will be only displayed on the new bookings, not on the amendment booking or amendment code type, right? And this one I want to display on each and every code. So what you need to do, if we want to display this particular paragraph based on some conditions, maybe your type is code or amendment or primary, you need to go to the related list and here you can define your term conditions, right? So you can define your tested field here. For example, I don't have that field, but you can add that any field from quote object. No other fields are supported. Only the quote object field are supported here. So maybe, for example, you can add your quote type equals to whatever the value. So only the condition is true, then and then will your term will be displayed. Similarly, even you can use summary variable. Maybe sometimes what happens, you want to take this quantity of all quote lines, for example, what we created as summary variable. If it is greater than, for example, 500, then you want to display that terms like you are exceeding your license or something, right? So these types of terms you can also add on the quote terms. So this is what we can do by using a quote term condition as well. So based on your conditions, what I'm trying to say, if I have 100 conditions here, there can be some different terms and conditions for that. I mean, you can have some conditions based on your code type, based on your code payment term, based on your primary checkbox, whatever, right? You can display those, and print order is something which will it will think on which paragraph should be displayed first and which paragraph should be displayed last. Any questions on code terms, how to do that? And these all translations you will get from your business. You don't need to worry. You need to get all these things in Word document. You just need to copy and paste those in body. That's it. Okay. So that is all about template contents, all the type. Then we discussed merge fields. If you remember, we discussed this slide. Code dot any field you want to access, template dot any field you want to access, primary contact, sales rep, code. So just revising these things, I'm just going through the PPT. Okay. So before going to, okay, let's go complete the PPT and then I will go to the translations actually. So if you want to display in different languages, what you will do. So let me go with this PPT first. So sometimes what happens, you will go get requirement that display one of the image in generated document. So for example, I have generated document. I want to display the image here, quick heal image, or for example, this product, right? I want to display some images, right? So I can have different images for this product. I can have different image for this product. So any image you want to load here, how you will do that? The simple solution is you need to create one of the field on quote object, text area or anything, right? So this text area, reach text area field, let me show you obviously. So if you go to setup, if you go to the object manager, you go to the quote object, you need to create one field, because if you are aware on the Salesforce side, reach text area field is the field where you can add your images, right? But let me show you. So if you go to the fields and relationship, and if you create field of type reach text area means this is your reach text area, right? If you create these types of field, you can add your images there. So you can see add images, links. So you can create that field, and on each and every quote, if you want to add any image there, you can add that image, and you can create template content, right? Once you add that free field there, you can add image and then use this field as merge field in template content. You can create your own template content of type HTML, and you can refer like code dot that field name. So automatically that will be fetched. So the intention of saying this, any field from code object you can access by using code dot this field name that we discussed in last session, and even I have given the session on that. So code dot any field name we can access, and if you create more reach text area, and if you add image that, if you create template and code dot something, if you fetch that, you can display that image on the generated document. Any confusion on this? Okay. Moving to the next slide, because we already discussed these things, if you remember, like I can see few people joined today, but Kanchana and others, right? Nutan and Mohit, so they are regularly joining. If you want to add more images, obviously like you need to create different fields. But why you need to add? Because for example, uh, yeah, you need to create those fields, because only the field you can access in the image. I mean, only the field level things you can access in the generator document by using this syntax. You need to create different field if you want to different, but there should not be more than 2 images, right? You can display, but to display logo or these things, you can add that logo in here as well. So I will come back to explain that. So wait, but if you want to add any external images or anything, obviously 1 or 2 images are there, you can add the your custom field and you can display that, Kanchana. Okay. Okay, sorry. So we were on this slide, right? So next slide, we already discussed line column. I have not added any text here because there is nothing to add, right? So it's just like object that we discussed. So you should understood this object model. That's the reason I have written all these things in Excel for you from last 2 sessions. You should understand, once you understood the model, there is nothing to set up, right? It's very simple things you need to do the setup, and that's it. So we discussed line columns already. We discussed code terms. Okay, so coming back to the CPQ code document generation management. So there are few fields on code template actually, which will help you to give the page numbers. These are very important fields. For example, you see here, you can see page 1 of 2. How you want to display these page numbers on generated PDF, right? You can control that. So if you go to your template, maybe I need to go through backend. Right? So if I go through backend, there are different fields actually. This is the first field, exclude page numbers. So what is this exclude page numbers? This will not add any number here. So if you want to exclude those, you can exclude those here, right? Then there is one more field, page number position. If you page number position means it should be footer or header, right? Right now you are displaying at footer level. So you can add that position. So these setups are there, only formatting setups. You can easily understand, like based on field name, you can understand page number, what is this page number position, right? Then you have page number text. Page number text means how you are displaying the text, 0 of 1 or something, page 0 of 1. So how you are displaying this page 0 of 2. How many pages are there? This is how you want to do. You can change your format. It's not like this is for you. You can change your, this is a standard format. You can change your format here as well. So these are the fields actually. Page number alignment. So if you search by page level alignment, it's like left, right, or what center, right? How you want to display this, like left side or right side or center. So these are all flexible page number related fields that those are available. I feel like this is something like your Word document, right? So you should not think outside Word or PDF. Similar to that, how you are doing setup, these fields are there to give us alignment or page numbering, all these things, right? Okay, this is really good feature provided by Salesforce. I love this feature actually. What is this feature? So as I was explaining to you, like there are different code terms, right? If I have different code terms, maybe I can have 100 code terms. They will give us one PDF and they will ask you to, I want these terms to be displayed. So let's say like you got one PDF from customer or your sales rep that these are my terms and conditions, and I want to display those terms and condition, configure it. What you will think in that case, you will create code terms and you will add those paragraphs there. But there is one more option. You can directly add that PDF to your code document, and directly you can display that on your generator document. For example, instead of displaying paragraphs here, you can do all the paragraphing, all these things in your PDF, and you can directly attach that PDF. All the PDF data will be read here and all the text will be displayed here. Let me show you quickly demo on that. So what you need to do in that case, maybe I can create new sections and will show you like how to display that PDF here directly. So maybe let me create one section. You can use the existing section as well, but let me create one. So let me create one section. I will give name as PDF, display PDF, for example. Okay. And you can give the display order as whatever you want, right? 70, for example. I will save that. I'm just creating section, and inside that section, what you need to do, you can just, inside that section, there is one button actually, include document. What is this button? Once you click on that include document on section, you can add your PDFs, right? So it will display one screen where you can add your PDF. So you can choose your document file. So if I click on choose, if I go to my desktop, let me check if I have any PDF here. Okay, let me add this PDF. I'm not sure what is inside that, but and display order. For example, I have multiple PDFs. So how you want to display that text, right? You can add display order as well. So for example, I am adding 3 PDFs here on the section. First PDF will be displayed first, second will be second, and third will be third. If I save this, it will automatically added on your template sections additional document, right? All the PDFs will be added here. I created section, that's the reason it will automatically render here. So let me preview here again. So I'm not sure what is text inside that, but that text will be read here and those will display. So your all these sections are there and then I'm displaying that. Okay, so here it is. So I'm displaying some of the text here. All these things are there. I am not sure. This is my bank file maybe, but all the text from my PDF are here and all the text are displayed, right? So you can attach any PDFs to here by using the include document button, and that those will be readable here on the generated PDF. So you don't need to worry about this. Directly you can download this PDF and send it to the end customer, right? This is the intention of giving the ability of adding the PDFs to your code document, and only PDFs are supported here. No Word document and other PDF formats, only PDFs. And there is no size limit as per my information. No size limit means you cannot add more than 100 MB, but at least there is no that much size limit. I haven't heard that size limit as of now, right? So I have given all the steps here. You can go and add the PDF and test this out. Okay, any questions as of now? Any questions, confusion? No questions? You feel it's very simple? No one is asking question today. Who is attentive? Okay, Kanchana, I think, right? Anyone has any questions? I'm just taking pause. Okay. Moving to the next slide, next feature of code document is we already discussed these things, so you know how to create PDF, but I'm just discussing few features provided by Salesforce CPQ, right? You can display show discount schedule on CPQ code document. So we discussed discount schedule. What is this discount schedule? 1 to 10, I have this discount. 10 to 20 quantity, I have this discount. So these are the discount schedule and discount tiers. We are attaching that discount schedule to your product, if you remember. And if you add that product on quote, you when you are generating PDF, you want to display that discount schedule 1 to 10. This is your discount. So your customer will be convinced and they can purchase more quantity from you, right? So you can add that discount schedule on generated PDF document. You just need to do one setup. You need to check show discount schedule checkbox on code template. So there is one checkbox actually automatically. So if you go to the template, right, if you go through backend, because most of the fields are not present here, so you have this show discount schedule, right? So if it is populated, then it will display that particular discount schedule on generated PDF, right? I'm repeating the scenario. For example, I have this product, two-wheeler product. For this product you have discount schedule, right? You added this product on the quote and then you generated PDF. Automatically this product is discount schedule, it will display one of the table 1 to 10, this is your quantity, 10 to 20, this is your quantity, once you check this particular discount schedule checkbox. Okay.
Rahul, this is Nutan. Is
Yes,
it possible for you to, sorry, is it possible for you to show us how to apply discount schedule? I mean, uh, if you can give us an example
how to apply discount schedule on generated PDF
on
or
the,
you need the product?
yes, yes, no, on generated PDF on code document.
Yes, we can do that. So what we need to do, you should have some products with the discount schedule. That is your first requirement, right? So for example,
Hmm.
you have products. If we know about the product, let me go to the discount schedule directly. So we'll get that product there. So we go to the discount schedule. This is one we created, latest one, right? So on this thing, we have products added, we have tiers here, right? And we have products added here or not? Let me check those. There is no feature, there is no product. So let me add this on one of the product so we can quickly check that, right? So if you go to the any product, maybe I can add it on CAD basic package, right? So on CAD basic package, if you go and edit that, right? So if you go there, already there is already discount schedule 226, right? So we can use directly this product, sorry. So if you add this product
Yeah,
on your,
yeah, it
sorry,
was in the related list, the schedule related list, it was mentioned CAD basic packages.
oh,
Rahul.
sorry, I missed that. Yeah, that's correct. So we got one product with the discount schedule, right? Now, if I add that product on your code, what is the product here? It's Quick Heal. So let me add the product, edit lines. And this CAD basic package is added inside which bundle? It's added to the 3 bundles. That's fine. Let me add products here. If you go to the mechanical bundle, we created this, right, as part of our batch. So if you select this CAD basic package, and if I save this, I should see discount schedule first here on the code line editor, right? CAD basic package, I can see discount schedule here, right? So I will save that, right? And then we'll generate. And the second setup, I need to do discount schedule shown. So what we need to do here, we have pick list value, right? So maybe on UI as well. Let me see this build on UI. So second setup, as I mentioned here, you need to just display show discount schedule on code template, right? So if I select discount schedule, right? So this is the only thing. Here I can see on the UI as well. So if I go here and select per quote line, it will display the discount schedule. So that is the second setup. That's it. These are the two things. And once I done with that, if I go and generate document now, it should display all these things like whatever the discount 1 to 10, whatever we have, right? So if I select 930 template, English language, if I click on preview, right? So you can see the discount schedule is displayed here. So it's gone out because you need to extend this particular table's width, but it should be displayed by creating this type of thing. So it will display outside like this. So 1 to 10, you have this discount, 10 to 20, this is my discount. Why we selected per quote line, that's the reason after CAD basic package, it displayed. For example, I have one more product out. After that, it will display your discount schedule.
And it's displaying the entire schedule, right?
Once,
All 3 tiers.
yeah, obviously, all 3 tiers. Discount
Okay.
schedule means
Thanks
complete
for
thing will, yeah.
got
So
it.
these types of things are there. You need to test this out. It's not like that much complex. But give me 1 second. I'm getting one call. Give me 1 second. Hey, sorry. Yeah, Samanthan or Kanchana, someone was saying anything? Or
Oh, I'm good, Rahul.
okay. Okay, so that is the one. Okay, thank you, Kanchana. Thing that is the one feature, right? Just test this out. Actually, these are the feature, right? Even what I explained here, PDF, I have shown demo. So this flexible page number, right? You can just test this out. And then next feature is change output format to Word. So what happens actually, this what this feature is. So if you can see here PDF and Word format, but end users or sales rep, they don't have access to Word format because they can change anything, right? If you give them MS Word format, it will create the document in Word format. So instead of that, there is one setting I enable for my user. That's reason you can see Word document here. Otherwise, it will be by default PDF. They will not get option to change PDF to Word or something. Always it will be PDF. So I change that setting for my user. That's the reason. But you can go to your user, any user. If you got any requirement from VPs or anyone like they want this access, you need to go to that user setting, right? Advanced user detail. And if you go to the backend, this is my user show build sorry, not this one, sorry, show all data, and there is one output format setting, right? Allow output format, right? So if I made this true, then and then only I will see this change there. If it is false, you will not see this option as well, right? If you want to test that, then I can do that. So let me make this false. Sorry, spelling. This user object is maybe false. So if I change that setting, right? If I cancel this completely, this is saved, right? So if I generate document now, I should not see that option, right? I don't see that option now because automatically your by default thing will be your PDF that is supported. And most of the users, like 99% user, they don't have access to MS Word. If intentionally, if anyone asking, they need approval and everything, and once that approval is done, then you can give access. But you should remember, or you open that user, go to the setting and allow this format. That's the only setting you need to do. Okay, simply. Okay. Okay, so coming to localization. Localization means multi-language translations, not transaction. Yeah, we can say transactions as well. So what is this localization? This object comes into picture when you want to generate these documents in different languages. So we are doing this for English. For example, what will happen if I want to do this for German? If I select German and if I click preview, nothing is happening. I can see the by default language as English for everything. I can see quotation, this quote hash, date, expire. Obviously these things will come from quote, your created date. This will be English as well, but at least your label should be changed, right? Quote hash should be displayed in German language. Your company should be displayed in German language. Your Salesforce, this person, all obviously this part number and these are English, but at least your headers columns would be in the German language. Your uh, your this is already converted because I did that. So your cancellation policy, right? You can see this is in English. So you want to change these things, even policy and everything, like whatever terms and conditions, signature part, everything you want to change into the German. To do that, I will explain one language. So what you need to do, the new objects comes into the picture, that is localization. We'll explain that in few minutes, what is localization. But let's start converting. So don't confuse yourself when you are saying like you want this document in German. Same setup you need to do. So let's start with the converting code terms into English to German, for example. Then you need to convert template contain, template section, then line columns, and then template. So you need to convert all these things. To convert these things into different languages, they have provided single button, that is translate button. So if you go to the code terms, let's convert this cancellation policy into, you can cancel, you cannot cancel into the German, for example. So code terms, if you go to the worst object, let's convert that. They have provided that button there, but it's not automatic. Translations are not automatic. So cancellation policy, this is my term. So if you go and open that, This is my English text, right? So if you go and convert that to the German language, I'm just using German translation. So I'm just using Google, right? So you should not use Google. You should ask your sales rep to provide us translation. You should not be the part. You just need to copy paste. So I can see for German, this is my text. So I'm just copying this text for my understanding. On the code terms, you can see the translate button. So this translate button, once I click on that, you should get one screen where you can add your old translations, right? For example, German, Spanish, Chinese, Dutch, Danish, Thai, Finnish, Russian, right? All these languages. For example, you want to do for German. Once you click on German, you can see body. This is your English body. But what is your translated body? Translated body means English is fine, but what will happen if you select German? So you need to add your German text here. Sorry, it's not coming correctly. Let me add this in Notepad and do that. Let me copy from here, because sometimes Google we cannot copy paste correctly. So I will add like this, and I will add one space here, right? You can bold this out. This is your translation, right, for German. If I save this, right, my code term, this code term is converted to German. So if I go and generate document again, so this English text should be converted to German. Sorry. So if I selected German, my template is 930. Okay, preview. Right, your text is converted now, right? Whatever we entered there, right? Say this just order, I can't read that, but this is what we have stamped there, right? So this will be automatically converted. So what you need to do as a Salesforce CPQ developer, you need to ask them for the translation. Your job to just click on translate and copy paste the things. That's it. Nothing there. If you want, if you got another language, for example, Japanese, you need to go add your Japanese paragraph. They should give you the paragraph. That's it. You just need to copy paste. That's it. Any confusion? So this is all about how to convert your code terms into different languages. It's are not automatic language translations. It's not like Google, you are entering English and it will convert. No, you need to take the paragraphs from business, and those paragraphs you can enter here, and automatically those will be generated when you select Japanese. And if there is nothing, English will be used to select. So even if I go and select Japanese here, right, it will display that Japanese, I mean English text there. So it will not generate, because if you don't have translations, it will take the English as your default. But you got it, right? So this is what I'm trying. See, you can see the everything is there, right, as it is. So you can see English because you have not added any translations. So this is how you need to convert your all code terms to your different languages. And when you are converting that, for example, German text you added, it will create one record inside this localization object. So this is what, if you create, because I have one code term, that single code term you are converting to German, it will create localized first record. If you convert to Japanese, it will create another localization record. If you create Chinese, it will create another localization record. So this is your object which you can use for to track all the translations. If you query this object, you will get all the translations. So if I go here, I will show you that object as well. So we added translation for Germans, right? So select ID from SBQQ localization, right? So this is the object. So we'll get all the data here, right? So you can add their language, body, right? Not body, actually language, and what is the name of that? But that's fine, language at least. So you'll get everything. Like D means all this Chinese. These are the actual language. What we are calling this thing. These are the language names, like code, actually I can say language codes. D means German, I think, but you can search on Google what is the uh, this is the code for that language. See, this is the US, this is traditional Chinese. So these are the code words actually. So all these things, you don't need to worry about this object, but I'm just showing you like where your translations will be stored, right? Similarly, what you did, every time what you need to think on, So you converted your document. How you will convert that? So every time you need to ask for the translations to them. That's it. Localization is very simple. So let me preview again. What we converted now? We converted your paragraphs, terms. But what will happen if you want to convert these things, right? Your top section, you want to convert this code hash to German, because anyways, these things will come dynamically. Your code number created it. You cannot change that. You will build to address. You cannot change that to English to something. This is, but at least you can convert this text, right? Code hash to how we can, how, what we will call this code hash in German. Let me show, let me check here. Right, you're calling this like z at whatever z at. Okay, so how you can convert these things? You converted terms, but now it's a point to convert your template contents. That's the reason I'm going one by one. So again, you need to go to your content, right? Template content, template content. You need to go to your, what is the template content that we are using here? That is your top section, right? So if you go to the template top here, this is what we use, right? So there are multiple content actually. Let me go back. I click on all. Let me go to the template first instead of that going. So if you go to the your 930 template, go to related list, check your what is your section to display top. This is your section. On section you have content, right? So just go to that content. And once you go to that content, you have this quote hash, date, all these things, right? Expires on. So how you will convert that? So you have translate button here as well. If you click on translate button, the button is everywhere. So you can see variable, you can create your own variable and you can add translated value for all these languages. If you select German, you can add the translated value. But before adding that translated value, you need to give the name for that. So for example, quote name is my variable I'm creating. So for that quote name, for in German, this is my text, Zitat. For English, quote name, for English, my text is quote hash, right? What is text there? Quote hash, yeah, quote hash and this one, right? So let me quick save this. So I need to create variable first. Here you don't have direct thing. You need to create one variable quote name. If you go to the English, if you go to the German, same variable. What we call in German? This is the things, right? So if you save that, this variable you can use actually directly in your. So let me save that. So this is my variable. For this variable, I will call stat for German. I will delete this. Okay. And for English, I will delete this. My name translation for English is this. So what we need to call here, we need to create your own variable where you can add English translation. Then you can click quick save. Then you can go to the German. Same variable is there. What is your value? For Japanese, what is your value? Same variable, right? So at least I added for German. You can copy this variable name, click on save, and you can use this variable instead of writing quote hash here, you can reference the variable here. So how to do that? Let me show you quickly. So if you go to the source, right? If you search here by quote, where we displayed that, right? So here we displayed quote hash directly. We added direct text here. That's the reason it directly displayed here as quote hash, right? Instead of that, I will delete this quote hash, and instead of that, I will use the variable. To use variable, this is my syntax. So let me zoom this out. Sorry, zoom in. So this is my syntax. You need to write this like, and if you create any variable, you can access that by using text dot that variable name. Any variable you can access with. So for example, you want to access code level field, you are writing code dot something, document dot something. So this is text dot something means this is the last variable I want to explain to you. Text dot something means you created one variable, right? So this variable will be paged for this to display the quote hash here. So this is the quote hash. Automatically your translation will be paged here. So if I save this record now, just want to show you one thing. But you need to create each and every variable for each and everything. Date, you need to create variable. There you need to translate expires on, you need to create variable. Ship to, you need to create variable, right? So this is my variable, and if you now go to translation again, just to make sure, like for this variable I added English text, for same variable I added German text, right? So I have both the things. So let me go back and click preview again. So I should see that Ziat is that whatever Zitat that in German language, right? I can see that Zitat. But if I go to the English now, if I preview now, this is not a small effort. It's very admin level task. It's very simple, but it will take more time. Quote hash. Now for each and every field, you need to create variable and add their translation. I will not do that. It's assignment for you. So each and every field, which field you want to convert, you cannot handle these things because this is coming from your quote object. It's dynamic thing. You cannot do anything on this. At least you can change your labels if they ask, right? And how you can refer that text dot something, you can do that. Any questions how to convert your template content into different languages? You have same button, don't confuse yourself. We have same button, that is translate. Any questions on this confusion? Good. Okay, similarly now you converted your template content, right? Sorry, okay, that's fine. Now you want to convert template section, but template section you don't have anything to convert. What you are converting, if you have data, content you have data, terms you have data, but in template section you don't have any data, right? It's just for controlling purpose. So if you go to the template section, you don't have this button code template. So if you go to the sections 930, right, on sections you don't have that button because nothing is there, right? So why you will convert that? So ignore this template section, there will not be anything, right? So moving to the line columns. So line column means if you want to convert this quantity, part hash, description, this builds into the different languages. So for example, quantity you want to convert to German. I'm just taking one language, quantity, right? It's like in German you are calling as Mensch, right? What you need to do now in that case, you need to go to the template. What you are converting now, line columns. It's very simple. Again, you need to go to the quantity, and again here you have translate button. Again on the quantity you have translate button. Click on translate. Here you don't need to create any variable. You need to add what is your translated value for German, Spanish. You can add the translated value, right? For French you can add. So for German, if I add mange here, right? For German I am adding mange. For any other field you can add, like French you can add whatever you want, you can add that one as well. So I will add German's value mange and I will save this record. Similarly, if you want to do for another object, I mean another field, for example description, go to that description and take all this conversion from your business. So this is your conversion. So go to line columns, click on translate, select language there, whatever language you have, add your translated value, right, and save it. Right, you should see both the changes now. If I click German here and if you click on preview, content and description columns should be converted to German now, right? I can see, oh, width is should, but you can see mange here, right? And for description you can see whatever the text here, this is converted into German. Similarly you need to do for all these things. Got it? How to convert your line columns? Similar, all these objects you have template button, I mean translate button, except sections. You have sections, you don't have content, right? So that's the reason we don't need to convert sections. But line columns, template contain, code terms, you have translate button that we can use, right? And even on template as well, if you go to the template, the last object that is template, there are few things, right? If you want to change, so on template as well you can see actual template, there is translate button. If you want to change few things, I will show you that. So for example, you want to change this bill to, right, bill to title, right? How you can change this is because this is your template level field. Build to is copying from your template level, right? So you can see your build to title, right? So what you need to do, you need to copy this field. I will just convert this build to, you have same button there, build to, right? So you have this text, I will copy that, and on build to section I will add the translated value for the German. You have all the values here again. So similar thing, because same button is, that's the reason same page is coming. And if I click again, so this build to should be converted. So if I go to the German and if I preview, there is no difference because the same button is used on all objects, right? My build to is converted now. These types of things you should remember. So that's the reason I'm saying code template, line columns, template contain code terms. We have same button, that name of the button is translate. That's it. Use that button, take the translations from business and add those translations, right? Anything you feel like difficulties about these objects, how we are converting into different language, and how you will get requirement from business, they will give you, they will ask you, I want to create English PDF for this particular, and they will give you one PDF, sample PDF. They will write all these things in Word and they will give you that text, that they will give you one of the Word document or PDF document similar to this format, and they want to build this automation. So you need to take that Word document, copy paste all the things from Word, and you need to build this by using this, all these objects. The second time they will ask you in Japanese, I need all these things. You need to take that word from document from them, copy all these things and manage all these things by using this 6 object and localization this time, because Japanese you need to add localization, right? Localization means languages similar to German. So these types of things you will get. It's very simple work, but it will take time. I mean, it will take time means uh, uh, it's like admin type of work, pure admin. Any questions, confusion on how we are doing this localization? I'm just taking pause for 1 minute. Not 1 minute, 30 seconds. If you have any questions. Okay. Let me go back to PPT. Like, let me see what is not done it. Okay, there is one more PPT actually. Let's complete that and then we'll. If you are from development background, actually, the Salesforce CPQ provided one of the batch class there. If you are on, there is one class actually, Mass Code Document Center. If you go to the what that job does, automatically it will create PDF and send it to the customer. You don't need to click on generate document button. So what we are doing manually now, right? Clicking on generate document button, right? And then you are generating, then sending that PDF to end customer by using mail or something. But you don't want to do this manual process. Automatically you want to send this particular code to end customer. Once you can have some criteria, like your end date is about to expire in 40 days, you want to send that PDF to end customer. You want to automate these things, right? But let me give you that explanation a little bit. If you are on from background of Salesforce Apex classes, is anyone aware on that? Or if you go to the Apex class, the class and everything is already provided there. You just need to schedule that based on your criterias. So the name of the class is mass document generation, right? Okay. Mass document generation. Yeah, if you go to the Apex class, this is the class, right? So this is the mass code document center class. This is managed class actually. Managed class means you don't have visibility to check the code. You don't see any code here. This is managed. This is Apex class is managed, meaning that you may only edit certain attributes, right? So this class is schedule class, I mean batchable class, but it interface, I mean implements the schedulable interface. If you are aware from Salesforce Apex class background, it interface like is schedulable. So that's the reason you can schedule this class, and this class will take care of sending the document to end customer based on your some criterias, right? So how to do that? You can schedule this particular batch job, right? That is the only thing. But I will say, like, forget about this. This is a simple thing. You just need to schedule. But if you are not from Salesforce background, development background, then just ignore for now. Maybe in future you can learn, because at least you know this is the class provided by Salesforce CPQ, which you can schedule daily basis, weekly basis, which will send the generated PDF to end customer. Yeah. Okay, so this is all about code template and all these thing, right? So this is all about code template. Make sure that you got all the understanding for all this object. I will not give any assignment for this template because it's not feasible to give translation everything, right? So what you can do, you can create your own template, create line columns, content section, that's it, right? Don't wait for me to give you a like translation, all these things. It's very difficult job to give translation, all these things. So just do from your side, create your templates, that's it. Anyone has any questions on code template? So tomorrow onwards we may start on new topic, maybe package level setting we can discuss, and then advanced approval is the last topic. So these two topics are pending from my side, and then Salesforce billing is something that we can take, that is complementary. So only these two things actually: Salesforce package level setting and advanced approval.
Hi,
Any
Rahul. Yeah, I have a issue with my product selection screen.
yes,
Yeah,
we can take. Yeah, I saw your message. So anyone has any questions? Otherwise, me and Kanchana want to discuss few things. Shh, shh, shh. Okay, that's fine. Kanchana, you can share your screen. Let me make you presenter. You are identify. I don't see your name here today.
oh,
That's yeah, you are presenter now. And Vinayak, if you are there, you can stop the recording. It's just like we want to discuss some